a November snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Minnesota Vikings. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Eric Armstead. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football and making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Shedding, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Tony Pollard. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Mike Davis, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
7, Vikings nothing.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsay. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Past the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. And this whistle resulted in losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
A loss of 2 brings up second.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down.
And did he get in? Yes, they say it's a touchdown. Philip Lindsay, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But it got his man complete. 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Play action now, Prescott. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for Minnesota. 43 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
At the 6-yard line.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Cowboys 14, Vikings 7.
Second down and goal. Prescott flushed out right. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd.
A couple extra tight ends are in. 3rd and goal from the 1. And they will run it with Michel. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Sony Michel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Lutz good on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Second and 6.
Now Pollard. He's got the first down here inside the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength. And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Get the job done for a first down.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Run for Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have broken the tie.
The kick is good.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection.
Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
At the 28-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Pollard, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
At the 1-yard line.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll try and run forward with Davis. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Mike Davis with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Cowboys 28, Vikings 14.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
2nd and 6 at the 48-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott, flush to his right. This will be caught at about the 6. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. On the ground, this is Michel. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half, Prescott. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield. later tonight, a November snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Minnesota Vikings. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Kaepernick now on first down. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you look at the next-gen stats, you'll see that he topped out at an even 21 miles an hour. First down, Prescott. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Deontay Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense threw an opening, and there he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Scotty Miller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Just an unbelievable start. Less than a minute in, they're already up 2 touchdowns.
You talk about getting out of the gate fast. I mean, beyond fast. That's warp speed, isn't it? To jump up with 2 scores like that in less than a minute's time, your confidence has to be elevated.
I haven't even found the right height for my chair yet. I'm still adjusting.
You mean you found a way to sit down?
I did, yeah.
Wow, you're quick.
I guess I got that accomplished.
I'm still standing watching this occur.
First down throw for Prescott. Lets it fly for Thielen. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game.
The 2-point conversion.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
this, they come right back with a big shot downfield. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Mike Davis, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. An incredibly short. Oh, a miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Cowboys.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble now. Great field position. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Mike Davis with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Mitch Wishnowski set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
45-yard line.
Here's Prescott. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Prescott now. Finding some room at midfield. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
29-yard line.
To the air again, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Deontay Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again.
No good. kickoff.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He's brought down.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
That ball complete to Isabella. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line.
First down, Dallas.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. He spins free. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll run with Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Vikings 20.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over first and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Prescott on first down. Little pitch and catch here to Rudolph. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting,
touchdown, Vikings! Jay Howard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. Prescott from the gun, and that's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over first and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Pollard. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
The ball carrier.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one. You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the...
Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. As a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Play action. Now Kaepernick. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
First down, Cowboys.
On first down, Pollard. And he stopped immediately there. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Dallas.
Now a give here to Pollard. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Now this will make it into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a full return. A scoop and score for the Vikings. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And a Cowboy first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First down, Dallas.
Into the red zone now, Kaepernick. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Rodgers on the return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive is going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. Second and a yard.
29-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And Prescott, his third interception. Picked off by Gary and Conley.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And
on the run, it's Davis. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Mark Andrews as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Steps away to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And it's third down. On play action, Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Here's Pollard again. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
3 on the play. First down, Cowboys.
Now Davis. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 12.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Cowboys 63. Vikings.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think
he's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's the third-year running back, Phillip Lindsay. The 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
Escaping the pressure right. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. At the 19-yard. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number. Fantastic job, fantastic performance, and he's going to have to ice up his arm afterwards, too.
Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And here's Rodgers on the return. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Prescott looks to throw on first. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. Now loose football. The ball comes out. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you get defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Mark Andrews, a first-time Pro Bowler, the intended target. Now here's Pollard. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said, we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with...
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
He is good.
He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
On the return, the Vikings take over 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success. Well, the ball is out. Michel lost it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time. So make sure.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gonzalez to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Cowboys 80, Vikings 35. Mitch Wishnowsky.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Now a deep ball here hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard, not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On the return, it's Rodgers. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here's Prescott. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw is Prescott. Lets it fly for Thielen. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Gary and Conley. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit.
Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, 36 yards. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Cowboys 87, Vikings 35.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Gary and Conley. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down.
They'll run left with Pollard. Sharp there with his feet. Gets him a little extra space. And then drop just inside the 20. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. And they take a knee.
Today's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Dallas, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will head home for next